for the IPW Championship. Let me explain the rules if I may. There are 6 wrestlers involved in this match. 2 will come out and begin. When one is defeated, another wrestler will come out and replace him. And this will continue until all 6 wrestlers have been through the match. Each wrestler has a 10-minute time limit to get the job done. So, introducing first, from the Central Business District, weighing in at 98 kilograms, the reigning Armageddon Cup champion, the
Economist not very popular here tonight, Dion.
I can't understand what introduces this guy to one hell of a wrestler. He's got to be one of my favourites in this elimination buildup match.
He hasn't had so very much luck so far during the first install of the match. Obviously, for him to win, he's going to have to go through 5 other people. IPW heel section live and direct in the house, hassling the Economist.
And his first opponent from a little yam farm just outside of Gore, weighing in at an upgraded $5.97 a kilo, Sam
These two developers have a long history going back to the Women's Armageddon show. Yeah, he's right in the ring now. These two, the first contenders in the ring, fighting for the #1 contendership. Whenever a pinfall, disqualification, submission or countout takes place, another person will come out to replace them. Until there are 2 people left, the winner of that fight will go on to challenge like player.
The Economist looking certainly very happy with himself early on here. He'll be happy he's got Yam. Should be no problem putting him away before he gets to the other competitors.
Well, the Yam, really the Eugene of IPW, really hasn't done so much by way of, you know, what's typically known as winning. But the fans certainly love him, and he has thrown out surprising victories in the past.
Diamond's carry takeover there by the Economist, working those boots into the back.
The Economist normally specialising in the technical wrestling style. Recently we've seen him adopt the strong style of the Japanese wrestlers as well, with the roaring elbow, clubbing the Yam down. Mashing might be the technical term in this case, Dion. Super slam takedown. And Dion, what do you think of the Yam's chances tonight?
You know what I think of the Yam's chances. I think he's just a warm-up here for the Economist.
2 count there. The Economist looking to put the Yam away early.
Do you think Mr. and Mrs. Yam are happy with their son's chosen career?
I'm sure they think it could be worse, Dion. The Economist picking Yam up now. And you can see, Dion, already the Economist is responding to the audience. Nice fisherman bust takedown there. As you can see, Dion, the Economist has really been adapting his moveset, 2 count there, to focus more on the power style to complement the technical wrestling.
Yeah, he'll be wanting to put Yam away earlier here. He's got a lot of other guys to go through. He can't afford to waste time on the Yam.
The Economist, of course, rolling elbow takes him down. The Economist, obviously extremely efficient, looking to take the Yam up early, knowing that if he is to go and win the match, the Economist was so focused.
Joshua had no business being out there early and distracting the Economist.
Of course, the Economist and Joshua due to fight later tonight. This is sowing the seeds nicely. Of course, perhaps the Economist was so preoccupied with the opponents he had to face, he underestimated the Yam, and now we'll take it back, and the next entrant will be coming out.
I don't have the entry order here, Cardinal. I don't know who's next.
Luke Joshua also heading backstage. Yam is alone in the ring.
Wait a second now. Now this is what's going to be interesting, Cardinal. This is what I like to see.
Yam and Luke Joshua, of course, long-time partners, and now Joshua has drawn the next entrant into this competition. These two are going to have to fight, and a victor will have to be decided in order to see who will become the #1 contender. Joshua and Yam, it looks like they weren't expecting this at all.
I was going to say these two, for those that don't know, are clearly friends, but maybe not friends, maybe they're caregivers to one another. I don't know.
There's some kind of very special relationship going on there.
Like partners, perhaps.
I can honestly say no one knows these two as well as they know each other, because no one else really understands these two at all.
You know, friendships are going to go out the window in this match. This is for the IPW Championship #1 contender spot. It's a spot that should already be filled by Deluxio. I can't believe these guys are going to have to fight it out.
Deluxio, of course, has the opportunity to prove his worth in the ring. He is also a member of this elimination corner match. Joshua, they're almost cocky, almost looking at the dynamic between these two. It's always been clear that Joshua has been the one on top of the Yam pile. Has the Yam in the corner now. Irish whip. Joshua comes off the ropes, sizing up his opponent. Yam avoiding the last second. And Dion, what happens if the Yam wins this?
I'll eat my hat. I'll eat my hat if the Yam wins this. I mean, of the two, I'll definitely favour Joshua more.
Joshua's knee looks very badly injured. The Yam setting up for the battering Yam. Joshua struggling to his feet. Battering the Yam. Battering him right into Joshua's arm. Joshua's down again. That knee looks very badly injured here.
Yeah, it looks like Yam could have a bit of good luck going his way here. If he can take advantage of that injury, Yam will progress. Oh, big scoop slam.
Scoop slam from the Yam there. Joshua's down. Joshua's cradling that knee. Joshua's knee's injured. Yam comes off. Knee drop on the Yam.
He's coming, bro. He's coming. Watch out.
Yam setting him up. Joshua's knee just so badly injured off that move. Yam has him up in a standing fight in his carry. Gusty airplane slam. Joshua comes down.
This guy's an idiot, Cardinal.
Joshua with a kick to the midsection. Sets him up. Has a cinched in. Gory special. The submission move has seen recently by Chavo Guerrero.
Oh! That is lights up for Yam right there. Joshua's got this and he wants to take it.
Joshua looks to turn to tempo. He's going for the pinfall now. 3 count there. The Yam has been eliminated, but Joshua looks in agony, Dion, and now he's going to have to go on to fight the next entrant. IPW champion, Deluxio. Deluxio, of course, beaten at Genesis on the title by the current IPW champion, Right Player. This is Deluxio's chance to get what he sees as his belt back.
Well, it's interesting you say this is Deluxio's chance. You know, in my opinion, he shouldn't have to go. He shouldn't have to fight this match. He should be #1 contender by virtue of his Genesis performance.
And Joshua already, Deluxio is a dangerous man to be fighting when you've already got an injured leg.
Well, Deluxio's been in a foul mood since he's lost that championship. I was talking to him backstage. He's not planning on pulling any punches in this match. He's out to win.
Deluxio is a champion for months, of course, beating the Machine in this very building in one of the most brutal hardcore matches ever seen.
Joshua's still favouring that right leg. If Deluxio can see that, perhaps he can take advantage and finish this one off quickly.
Very much so. Deluxio, I mean, as much as I harass him and criticise him, he has the skill. He was the champion for months. Stiff elbow right in Deluxio's face there.
That was a big time elbow. That's not Deluxio into next week.
And of course, not only is Deluxio wanting 2 count there, not only is Deluxio wanting to go through the remaining Gauntlet members and win the #1 contendership back, he also has a match later tonight against Player and Player's mystery partner.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Completely unfair.
Takedown there, and obviously Deluxio's hoping. Leg drop on the good leg for Joshua there.
Joshua, of course, earlier this year had his chance at the IBW Championship against Deluxio. He came quite close that day.
Absolutely, of course, but Deluxio is obviously wondering how he can put Luke away, put the remaining members away as quickly as possible. Go for the gory driver again. Joshua's leg goes out under him.
Oh!
Tries another ultimate 2002.
That's lights out right there, 2 and 3.
Joshua is eliminated. Deluxio is one step closer to winning the belt. One step closer to the challenging match against Light Player. And Joshua really didn't stand a chance ever since that leg went out on him.
Oh yeah, he blew that knee out. Let's remember, he's got to compete again later tonight against the Economist.
Joshua making his way out of the ring now. Ever since his leg went out. Two friends going at it in the ring. We've already seen the Yam and Joshua, and now the two members of Excess, Jordan Invincible and David Deluxio.
Oh, I'm sure these two will be going at it hammer and tong.
Deluxio looks worried here. Obviously, the law of the IPW belt, is that enough for Invincible to sacrifice his friendship with his Excess partner?
These guys have got a lot of pride, they've got a lot of passion. I think you'll find that they're going to go hard to try and claim this #1 contendership. Oh! Oh my God! He knocked him out cold, no?
Deluxio not winning any friends tonight. The Greco-Roman finger poke of doom as seen before with Kevin Nash.
I've seen it before. Oh, he's recovered.
And in a way, Dion. And this, Dion, is the last entrant. Whoever wins this match.
Oh, this is going hard. He's going after both Excess members from the start. This could be a mistake. He needs to concentrate on Deluxio.
Lucid wasting no time going to work here. Obviously, Lucid wants this belt.
Oh, big, Larry. Invincible goes down.
And whoever wins this match is going to get a title shot at Light Player. Lucid, of course, has been rehabilitating his lower back. He's been training, growing stronger, growing faster, and now he's ready, and more ready than he's ever been in his career to challenge Light Player. All he has to do is beat David Deluxio in the middle of that ring.
Well, Lucid has clearly come to play. He's going to put his hand up. He wants that #1 contendership. You know, I think he can do it.
I think going to work with the modified armouring in there. Definitely Lucid, this is his time after he put so much work into his back, rehabbing and getting back in the ring. At one stage he thought his career was over, and now he's back. Deluxio down, stiff clothesline. Lucid's back and looking for the title, Leon.
Lucid, he's obviously coming with a very clear game plan here. Oh!
Exploding suplex. That pump handle mounted into a full-way slam. Lucid sizing up the opposition there.
Lucid going to the top rope there.
Self-proclaimed Tano Super Ninja.
Oh, big flying front kick. Deluxio knocked back. That's a very powerful move, Tano. That'll knock the wind right out of you.
Straight kick there, right off the top rope. Lucid back to his feet, looking to capitalise. And once again, both these men, you know, this is the first step to realising their dreams. For Lucid, it will be his first chance to challenge for the title. For Deluxio, it will be his chance to get his precious back.
Yeah, challenges for the IBW Championship. They're few and far between. You've got to grasp them when you have that opportunity. Looks like Lucid's really going for it tonight.
Deluxio, of course, knows about Lucid's back and is going to work on the small of his back there, trying to injure him.
Well, that's completely fair to me. Lucid wanted to take it to the outside of the ring. You know, if you can't handle the heat, get out of the kitchen.
Deluxio sliding back in to break the count and out again. Of course, Deluxio again in the main event tonight. The longer this match goes, the worse it speaks of his chances later on tonight.
Oh, absolutely. And we don't know who Light Player's mystery partner is going to be. It could be anyone.
Deluxio now stretching the back over that corner ring post.
It's a very painful maneuver.
You don't need to tell us a painful maneuver. Dion's bending around there like a guppy. Look at him go.
I believe Deluxio's got a black belt in origami. Oh,
Deluxio using an international foreign object there. And Deluxio is a very savvy, clearly he's not a crowd favourite, but he's a very savvy wrestler.
Oh, he's a fantastic wrestler. He was a great IPW champion. He was a great ambassador for the promotion. Oh, suplex there.
Right in the middle of the ring, backdrop suplex there. 2 count. And you notice, Dion, he's going to work on Lucid's weak point on his back.
Oh, absolutely. Lucid's back, as you've documented. He's had a lot of problems with in the past. Deluxio's got to take advantage of those sorts of injuries. He's doing it to great effect right now. Driving that shoulder in, Lucid folding in half.
And you've got to give, once again, you've got to give the ex-champ credit here, Dion. He's wrestling a very, very smart match.
Oh! Big backbreaker there. Lucid is in serious trouble here. I think this could be it.
Another 2 count. And I bet you're right now, Dion. Lucid's wondering why he came back into the ring, knowing that people would target his back, his weak area.
He clearly wants that IPW championship, and sometimes something like that. Oh! Sit out, modified.
The pump handle version of the Nodawa bomb there. Lucid just drips out at 2.
There are 2 minutes remaining in this contest.
Deluxio picking Lucid up now. Put in the corner whip. 2 minutes left. Lucid rallying. This could be his chance.
Well, this is a real gut check. Who wants the most? I tell you what. Oh! That's him with that DDT.
Snapping him down, injuring that neck. Deluxio seems to be sizing up. He's basically carrying Lucid to the centre of the ring.
Whoever wins this match deserves to be the #1 contender. These guys are wrestling their nuts out right now.
Deluxio scaling to the top rope. It's not often we see the champ go to the top. Oh! Elbow right at that back. So you can see Lucid spasming in the ring. A modified surfboard submission hold here by Deluxio in the ring. The referee checking if Lucid is tapping out. Lucid is tapped.
Deluxio's done it. He's the #1 contender.
Champ David Deluxio is now 1 step closer to regaining his belt.
Absolutely, I couldn't be happier for Davey. He deserves that #1 contendership. Like players have to look out because Deluxio is coming for that title.
And Lucid with the sportsman in the ring. Lucid stumbling back to his feet now. It was a closely fought match. I'm sure we'll see Lucid in the contention for the title again. Tonight was just not his night. And
introducing first from the woods of Parnell, weighing in at 75 kilograms, Super Ninja Victor Lucy!
of course the match order. Lucid just having had a match is now being asked card again. This match is a surprise to Lucid.
You do what you can. His opponent, from White Takati City, weighing in at 103 kilograms, John E.
Would you believe that's part of the entrance, isn't it? Most of the time,
Absolutely.
made his return at the last event, and now he seems to have no allegiance, not face or a heel per se, as we used to say in the vernacular.
Well, Johnny King last time we saw him at Genesis took care of Samara.
And for Johnny King, I mean, this is just a, this summarizes his new style. This is just a good opportunity for him to advance. IPW heel section right out of the house. Johnny King's on here, and Lucid is ready to go in spite of that seriously injured back that we saw Dave Glucksy just minutes ago on his way to winning the #1 contendership. Damage Lucid's back. Lucid hoping for a fair fight here, Dion.
Yeah, well, Lucid's had a few minutes to recover. He's clearly not going to be in 100% shape. When Johnny King comes in here, dead fresh. Collar elbow inside him now, straight into a side headlock.
Johnny King, Chris position down. Obviously, Dion, it's only a matter of time before Johnny King is just looking for the right opportunity to go to work on Lucid's back and carry on with Luxio left off.
Did right here, working on Lucid's left arm here, gets him into an arm wringer. Oh! That can rip the shoulder right out of his own partner, and that one probably did.
And Johnny King seems to be enjoying himself in the ring. Of course, Lucid's just fought the former champion. Johnny King is fresh. Reversal of the arm actually. Johnny King is fresh, he's been in the locker room all evening and now he's coming out to take the fight, whereas Lucid's already had a fight with the ex-champion.
That's right, Lucid returning the favour on King there too, working on his arm. Oh, that's a fantastic move by Victor Lucid, holding on to that wrist lock.
Lucid second guessing Johnny King's attempt there to break out of the arm bar. Rolling through with them. And right onto Lucid's back. You can see the Lucid's down, you can see that back's still injuring him. And Johnny King has always been a crowd favourite. This opportunism here doesn't seem to be winning away with the fans.
Johnny King needs to forget about the fans here, he needs to focus on Victor Lucid instead of jaw-jacking with these fans.
Some of the small members of the IPW community there having thrown paper at Johnny King seems to have frustrated him somewhat. Going into the headlock. And you've got to admire Lucid's courage and resilience here. He could have left the ring, walked out, got the 10 count loss, but he's fighting this match, Dion.
Sure he could have, but he decided to come back here and get his ass beat by Johnny King. I don't know if that's a wise move or not, maybe time will tell.
That's the mark of a truly resilient wrestler. He came back from his back injury. Came back for the match. And now he's got the upper hand on Johnny King with that arm drag takedown.
It's a nice arm drag there by Lucid, working on the shoulder again of Johnny King.
And absolutely, just hyperextending that shoulder there, cinching the pressure in.
This is a smart move by Lucid. He obviously can't afford to move to that high-flying game or style of his. Just slowing things down there, picking a body part, but Johnny King comes back.
That's the adaptability there. Johnny King reverses that hold all the way around to an eye rake. And once again, the fresh King has the upper hand. Lucid was hoping for a fair fight here tonight, Dion, but obviously, just by virtue of the way the matches have worked out.
Well, fair schmear, if he wanted to be fresh, he shouldn't have ended himself in that gauntlet match. You know, if this match was so important to him, he would have come in with just the one match this evening. He decided not to, and he's paying for it right now. Oh, nice slam there by Johnny King. Oh, big shot to the side of the jaw.
Lucid down with the mat now. There's nothing legal about that whole Dion. Feet down on Lucid's hair.
He's got 5 seconds to get in and out of there. If that was an illegal move, I'm sure referee Leighton Cox would have disqualified him.
Absolutely. 5 seconds to break the hold. Snap leg drop there by King. Of course, King is one of the IPW wrestlers who has formerly wrestled with WCW Australia. Of course, as you would have seen, coming into the leg drop.
Second, nice fast leg drop there, right across the throat. Lucid looks like he's having some problems breathing.
Absolutely. As you would have seen, coming into the auditorium today, the next IPW show. reversal there. Hands on the top rope. Lucid up and up. We'll talk more about the next show at the conclusion of this match. King down the outside. Lucid coming up now.
Oh, suicide dive through the ropes. Lucid ignoring the pain. He looks like he needs to work into that more high-risk style if he wants to put Johnny King away.
And what already tonight, John, we've seen so much. We've already had friends against friends. We've got no new #1 contender. All this. No! Right to work on the back. All this. HAV versus Daddy Cool, White Player and Mystery Partner versus the Extreme Superstar still to come. Johnny King rolling in and out of the ring to break referee Leighton Cox's 10 count. Both wrestlers have 10 seconds to re-enter the ring. If one or both can't make it, that will lead to a count up. Audience not being very complimentary about Johnny King's bouffant hairstyle. And here we go, Dion. This is exactly what I've been waiting for since the beginning of the match. Johnny King is capitalising on the injuries that Lucid already has.
Look, I feel it's a matter of time until Lucid's put away here. Johnny King absolutely decimating that back.
King's already bigger and stronger than Lucid. Lucid all he has to rely on is his speed.
Sets him up again. It could be another backbreaker. It could be a side slam. Oh, another backbreaker. Lucid has to be racked with pain right now.
Johnny King, of course, has been trying to... Johnny King's been trying to find his own niche since the dissolution of Smack Industries. Snapmare takedown there, Lucid down in the middle of the ring. A modified half camel clutch there and hyper-extending the back.
You know, if Lucid's not going to tap here, the referee might want to consider throwing this match out. Lucid could be looking at some serious and permanent injury. He's really got to think of his long-term health.
Look at the curvature on Lucid's spine during The human spine isn't designed to bend that way.
Oh yeah, you're thinking. A tremendous leg drop there again by Johnny King. Lucid, he's showing some tremendous resilience.
Johnny King, of course, known for his silence and super kick, the finishing move that's put away the best in the business.
Suplex there, and again Lucid. I can't understand why he's not put up here. He needs to quit.
And Johnny King is capitalising here. This is very, reflective of his very cocky attitude. But at all the time, Dion, he's sizing up Lucid. He's measuring him.
Yeah, well, King, he's clearly enjoying this beating. He just likes beating people up, and I respect that.
Lucid down, coming off the ropes.
Oh, another big leg lariat there.
A standing side kick of King's. Yeah, he does. Don't encourage him. King, of course, is taking... I would hesitate to say, Dion, but King is taking too much time responding to the audience. He needs to focus on Lucid, even though Lucid's injured.
You could have a point. I mean, he's not on the clock. He's not getting paid by the hour.
So you see right here, Lucid...
Wait a second. Oh, my God!
And now Roman Lucid has his finishing move with that left right.
He can pull this one out as the cover. 1, 2. Oh!
2 7/8 there. You see, this is exactly what I was talking about, Dion. Johnny King has to focus on Lucid constantly. He has to be careful because his finishing move like that came out of nowhere. It wasn't quite enough to put him away in Lucid's injured state.
Lucid, he's mounting a bit of a comeback here. It's the top of the moonsault city. Oh!
Misses that moonsault off the top rope.
He's pulling out all the stops now. He's going for those big high-risk moves. He's not going to be able to hold out for much longer.
King snared the measure of his opponent there. King really measures his opponent there. Loosening up, and I dare say, Dion, that move did more damage to Lucid than it would have if it would have landed on King. We see King sitting up now, has been in the gorilla press position. modified side suplex.
King needs to forget about these plans. He needs to put Lucid away now. He's got him right where he needs him.
King like Lucid, another one of these people, like Deluxio, sorry, another one of these wrestlers who's very unpopular now, but has the talent, and he's sizing up Lucid for a silencer super kick. This move has put away the best. Johnny King had an absolutely sterling series of matches with the Machine. Never able to take the victory with side super kick, but it's put away the best.
I didn't even know if Lucid's going to make it to his feet. Yeah, he's up. Oh, he missed that silencer super kick.
Ducks under, King has it up again, going again for that finals carry, off the ropes. And Lucid takes away the win out of nowhere. And Dion, did you see the extension that Lucid got on that bridge there, rolling through with a bit? Johnny King takes it out with the side super kick.
Big super kick.
This does not erase the fact that Lucid beat Johnny King, but he doesn't look like much of a winner at the moment, Dion.
Yeah, well, you know, this is just extracurricular activity for Johnny King. Lucid clearly pulled that victory from out of nowhere. Very impressive.
But now Johnny King is completely in control, sizing up Lucid. Second super kick down. Johnny King taking out his frustrations on Lucid. Referee Leighton Cox may never be able to write for us again, Dion.
Cox might be able to help. Oh, and a series of right hands by King.
King has it down. From the locker room, it's been a long time since we've seen him. Alexander, the great Johnny King's former tag team partner.
Alexander clearly taking exception to King's actions.
Alexander, of course, has been sidelined for months, but he's taking exception to King's new brutality.
It's a very interesting situation brewing here, Kando. These two longtime friends, tag team partners. Alexander checking on Victor Lucid right now.
And Johnny King has made his point, but has he lost a friend in doing it, Dion? As one rivalry ends tonight with House Alpha Valentine and Danny Cole, is another one just beginning?
Time's gonna tell, Kando.
Scheduled for one fall with the 15-minute time limits. Introducing first from the Central Business District, weighing in at 98 kilograms, the Economist!
Of course, the Economist already been in action tonight, carrying the Armageddon trophy. Let me just explain about the trophy. Every Armageddon event that IPW perform at, there is a special match held to determine the winner of the trophy. The Economist won the trophy.
Cut that music.
And shut up and show me the respect I deserve!
without a shadow of a doubt, the best wrestler ever to step foot in New Zealand. I am better than Steve Curtis, King Curtis. I am better than Steve Rickard. I'm better than Samoan Joe. I'm better than the Machine. And I am definitely better than Luke Joshua. So Luke, when you come out here and get the beating that you deserve, make sure you don't bring that little sidekick of yours, the Yam. He has no business being at ringside for this match.
Bro, the Yam smashed you, bro.
Of course, the Armageddon Trophy, the Economist won it in Wellington. Oh, and their friends again, the Yam, obviously having already forgotten what happened in the gauntlet match, which isn't surprising. The Economist winning the trophy as part of the interpromotional WPW, Wellington Pro Wrestling, IPW, Impact Pro Wrestling Battle Royal of the Wellington Armageddon.
Wait a second, the Yam, he's pointing at something else.
The card says, happy birthday, and it's got a little kitty on it. Open it. Can you not read it yourself? Okay, well, we'll just have a look at it. Yam is allowed to be at ringside today. Signed, Chuck, IPW Management.
What the hell is this?
And you'll notice the little message is crossed out as you're too special to ever forget, and the Yam is definitely very, very special. And now with the goggles with the tassels, you know, but how could you make those goggles any better? Of course, tassels.
You know, I'm speechless. That's further simple match for us. Obviously, Luke Joshua going after the Economist early. This, of course, a rematch from Genesis. The Economist won that encounter.
Oh, glasses off there. Yam running to get them now. Drop kick to the side there. Obviously, both of these men, this rivalry has extended a long time, Dion.
That's right, both of these guys, they left the worst for wear after their match with Genesis. Both fully recovered now. This should be a tremendous matchup.
Of course, it's a rivalry that extends and started back at the Auckland Armageddon event in front of hundreds of people.
Yeah, these guys,
in the ATS Centre.
They plain out don't like each other. I can't blame the Economist for not liking Joshua and the Yam. I mean, look at them.
Well, the two are like polar opposites. The Economist is earnest in everything he does. Luke Joshua, scatterbrained would be one way to put it. And now the Economist being knocked down. Coming through again. Ladies and gentlemen, of course, just a quick housekeeping announcement. There is food and drink available outside throughout the show. There will be no intermission in this event. Of course, to get all of you home in time, hopefully watch the rugby tonight if that's your plans for the evening.
I just had word from backstage that Luke Joshua, he did have problems with that knee, or he's taken a couple of Ritalin in the back, which should hopefully settle it down.
That doesn't settle down the knee, but hopefully that'll help him focus on the match, Dion.
No respect from Joshua. He doesn't know he's fighting the greatest Armageddon Cup holder of all time.
It's not that he doesn't know, Dion. He, like everybody else in his audience, doesn't believe that he's fighting the greatest New Zealand wrestler of all time. And the great history, the great pedigree of New Zealand wrestling is Steve Rickard, the Robert the Bruces, all of them from on the mat days, all the way through.
Come on, you know the Econ. You know as well as I do, the Economist is a fantastic wrestler. He's a great man. He's a real ambassador to IPW. He represents everything IPW stands for.
The Economist, yeah, he is a great wrestler. He is an Armageddon trophy holder. But they're just a huge, varied background of the superstars, you know? New Zealand's been such a hotbed with wrestlers. We've got Tony Gurrier in the WWE. You've got the Bushwhackers. clubbing blows, taking Joshua down to the canvas. Some of the best wrestlers in the world have come from New Zealand. Even WWE superstar The Rock grew up in Grey Lynn.
Again, of the two from that match earlier, Luke Joshua was probably the worst for wear. He was in the ring for a long time against David Deluxio, received quite a beating by the new #1 contender.
Slamming into the corner by his Premium trophy, straight kick right to the face, jarring Joshua's jaw there. Economist sizing up. Now Dion, of all the people you don't want to be in the ring with, when you've got an injury already, #1 has to be the Economist.
Oh, absolutely. The Economist, he's a master of mat work. He'll go to work on those. He'll go to work on those vital joints.
And as an aside, I wish he'd been facing slightly over that way during that pinfall attempt. Oh god. Stringing Joshua up on the top rope now. Coming off the ropes. Missing with the kick. Joshua fighting back with the punch. Looks into suplex from the outside. No, reversed. Economist holding onto the ropes, holding himself down, picking up Joshua, hooking it tight.
Into the ring, a nice suplex.
And you can see the contusion already on the Economist's arm. Joshua and the Economist down. The Yam trying to stir up some support for Joshua.
Clearly proven that yams are indeed not a good source of energy.
They're always trying to scoop Joshua back to his feet with an LJ chant. Joshua's back up, but it's only because the Economist pulled him up there, Dion.
You know, this is where cardiovascular conditioning is so important. Both of these guys, it's their second outing of the ring. It's going to be a good last night. Oh, nice takedown there.
Simple amateur wrestling takedown there.
Oh, this one's breaking down, Carter. This is nothing but a street fight now. These two really going at it.
Absolutely, well in many ways, Dion, the unfinished business of the title also refers to these two who've had a rivalry lasting back for months. Economist coming back in the ring. And if the Economist's one greatest weakness of anything, then he's always underestimated with Joshua. Corner to corner whip. Joshua sizing him up. Yeah, trying to wake the referee. Economist kicked it straight to the midsection.
The referee likes the Economist so much he sacrificed his own body.
Economist bleeding from his nose there. Now Economist will be looking. The Yam trying to wake up the referee.
Wait a second, Yam's got to count on the referee.
Yeah, that doesn't matter, Yam. Economist fighting to the outside, Joshua in the ring now, looking to rouse the referee perhaps. The referee is down, Luke Joshua is down, the Economist is down outside the ring. And the making full of the Economist outside the ring.
And Yam's a sick freak, partner.
The Economist is allowing himself to be...
Wait a second now, keep your eye on Joshua.
The Economist is allowing himself to be...
Oh, he's taking them both now, what an idiot!
Distracted outside the ring, Joshua off the top there. Everyone involved is down, the referee is down.
Maybe someone can get the referee a pillow and a blanket. I don't know, he looks quite comfy there.
Contestants are down outside the ring. And the Yam is down. And unbelievably, the Yam is the first one back to his feet, but you know what they say about no brain, no pain, Dion. Luke Joshua second to his feet, which reflects that theory once again. Yam urging Luke to take it back into the ring. Of course, the ring is the place where the pinfall can occur if the referee comes back around. Yam waking up the referee. Luke now looking to knock the referee back on his feet. Now Joshua can go win this match. All he has to do is land enough of the move to put down the Economist.
Oh, right, so next to the midsection of the Economist.
And breaking the Armageddon trophy. The economist is going to be very unhappy when he finds out about that.
Well, Rip Van Winklehead's woken up and realised the match is still going on.
Joshua looking now, what was the move he did is put the economist away and seal this rivalry.
Oh! Stiff right hand to the midsection.
Ladies and gentlemen, of course, not to take away from the action in the ring, but coming up next we have HAV versus Daddy Cool. Leg drop down.
To the back of the head, that will knock you out in a flash. The human skull is not designed to be hit there.
Absolutely. The human skull's not designed to be hit anywhere, Dion. To be fair. Going for a snap suplex in the middle of the ring. Rolls through. Nice pinfall attempt. 2 count. Economist still bleeding from his nose, but he's had a chance to recuperate a little bit from Joshua's move off the top rope. Joshua's sizing up, measuring him and laying him in position in the corner. Joshua scaling to the second rope. Oh! Leg drop down across the economist. Laying down the leg drop across the economist's rather sizable nose there.
These two are absolutely wrestling their hearts out. This is an incredible match. The economist, he's in serious trouble on the ground.
But you know what they say about wrestlers with big noses, don't you, Dion?
Not at all, Cardo, film here.
No, they need to put on like more tights the next time they come out. Double leg drop down. Luke Joshua making acorn jam there and now picking the economist back up. Clubbing punch to the side of the head there. Joshua whip, reversal, off the ropes, economist down. Spinebuster slam.
Big spinebuster there, that's a great equaliser. Joshua looks like he's got the wind knocked out of him right now. Cover. This gets the 2 count.
Absolutely, Joshua running there with the abandon that only someone truly stupid can have, straight into one of the economist spinebusters. Trading off punches into the ring. Into the corner now. Corner to corner whip.
Oh,
Misses the super kick there. Misses the roaring elbow.
Oh!
Joshua with the super kick out of nowhere. Luke Joshua there winning after a reversal of pressure moves. Joshua went for the super kick. The economist went for the roaring elbow. Both missed. Then Joshua came through with the super kick. And the yam and hammer.
Look at these idiots, Cardo. Unbelievable.
And for these brother. Economist might hit that with his blood nose. All of that and the Armageddon trophy is totaled. I tell you, McCracken, there's going to be tears for bedtime in the Central Business District.
Contest is scheduled for 1 fall with a 60-minute time limit. Introducing first, representing the Extreme Superstars from the Red Light District, weighing in at 86 kilograms, Daddy Cool!
All 3 members of the Extreme Superstars together, Dion. It's been a while since we've seen this.
Well, of course, last time we saw Daddy Cool and Climax go, and just Cool they came to the ring. Cool being supported by all of his Nexus buddies here.
And already Dion, this is a bad sign for HAV. Already we have a 3-on-1 advantage for Daddy Cool.
Firstly, give me the respect and shut up for a minute. Oh, you find it hilarious, don't you? Last time I was out here at the last show. HAV, Alfred, came out here, flapped his gums and talked about family and how much he was going to get back at me. Whatever. Though tonight I'm going to do a little something different. Tonight, I'm going to wrestle for you guys. Tonight, I'm going to kick his ass for each and every one of you. There's no more talk between me and Alf. That's it. So tell me what, Alf, why don't you get your ass out here now? Come on!
IPW Hill Section, really Danny Cool know what they think of it.
Here's a opponent from Hamilton, Tony Auckland, weighing in at 84 kilograms, HAV, Heartless, Alfred,
This match has classic written all over the card now.
I'll tell you the one thing this match does have written all over it right from the outset is outside interference. Already we've got 3 members of the Extreme Superstars, all 3 out of ringside.
Well,
Hart himself and Valentine on his own.
Jordan and Davey are just here scoping out the ring for the tag team main event this evening, obviously. They're not going to really check themselves into this match.
You know, this rivalry has gone back. It actually began in this very building when Hart himself and Valentine was in the title match with the Machine. Announcing that the match will not begin until both members.
Ladies and gentlemen, the match official has just informed me that this match is not going to commence until Double D, Davey Deluxio, and Jordan Invincible return to the backstage area.
That's not fair, Cargo. That's clearly not fair.
They can. This is the one way we're going to guarantee a fair matchup. By the time this is going to severely impact, no pun intended, on XS's plans. And now this match is going to be settled the way it should be, one-on-one in the middle of the ring. Alfred Valentine, of course, locking up. Alfred Valentine using the Bill Killer spinning back fist. Using the famous 450 splash off the top rope.
Let me correct you, the illegal spinning back fist, the Bill Killer, remove that should be outlawed in my opinion. But regardless, these two guys are two of the premier athletes in IPW. The first match was an absolute classic. This one, it's not going to disappoint either. 60 minutes, it's not going to be a draw this time.
Daddy Cool, of course, using the D-bomb as his finisher. That version of the Modest Driver in the roller family drop.
Cool with the side headlock now. Valentine trying to sneak out of the reverses. Trent to a side headlock of his own.
And I tell you, Dion, this isn't a work, nothing like that. These two have been friends for decades.
That's right, Valentine, if you recall, turned his back on Daddy Cool right in this very building a few years back. Ever since then, these two have been at each other's throats. Just the first official meeting between them at Genesis. This is the second.
Hudson Valentine going with a full Nelson, wheeling through, reversing through with an arm bar, comes down to a headlock, cinching it in. These two know each other really well. It's a cliche that's used a lot. It's at the top of the commentator cliche phrase book. What was that? Is that? something in the eyes of HAV there. His view is obscured.
Can you smell DK1? It smells like DK1 around here.
I thought that was just like some rotten garbage, or maybe something hadn't cleared up backstage or something, Dion.
You clearly don't know DK1 like I do. You know what's so impressive to me this match? These guys have started off, they've got a very a forced style. They're not running into it, hammer and tong like they did to their first meeting. Both with a clear game plan.
It's very measured. The pace so far is very measured. Of course, they know this can go 60 minutes. They don't have to rush. This can be this is the kind of just a chance of Daddy Cool to take his anger out on myself and Valentine. Daddy Cool just pulling Valentine outside the ring. Daddy Cool rolling in and out of the ring to break that 10 count.
Valentine having some problems getting his ring and Daddy Cool pounding on him with his back. Big forearms.
Absolutely. I saw something that was a combination of like whipped dog with kind of like day-old cheese. I was thinking DK must have been using it. Cut himself and Valentine. Obviously this is not what he was hoping in the opening minutes of this match. Daddy Cool rolling Valentine back in the ring now. Stretching him up over the side. Clubbing the blow to the midsection again from Daddy Cool. Valentine following him down to the outside. Daddy Cool rolling in once again to break the count, rolling out again. And this is Daddy Cool taking out years of pent-up frustration on Hamza from Valentine.
Yeah, and he's doing it smartly. He's not letting his anger get to him. That game plan's really working. I mean, Valentine, he's in serious trouble early. He's still holding those eyes.
Daddy Cool is really measuring him. Of course, Daddy Cool, ever since he joined Extreme Superstars, complete personality change.
Too easy, bro. Daddy Cool saying it's too easy.
These two are the premier tag team in IPW.
Oh, wait a second.
Bill Killer's falling backwards there.
There's that illegal move I was talking about, Cardno.
Now that move that Bill Killer had connected, this match would be going very differently indeed. Keep running him down and sizing him up.
It's a high impact move. Cole looks like he's stepping it up a notch.
That really gives you some idea though with Valentine, just the speed and quickness.
Oh man.
Out of nowhere, the match could be over for Daddy Cool.
DK's feeling pretty good right now. He needs to stay on here. We know how easily Valentine can come back if you don't put him away quickly.
Daddy Cool displaying all the things that broke up the tag team in the first place, just the...
Oh! Bolt him in half.
Absolutely following up there on that. Valentine still seems to have something wrong with his eyes there. Daddy Cool going for a very cocky pin. Only two, of course, there.
Rubbing salt in the wounds there with that cover. Just a 2 count.
Absolutely. Heartless Alfred Valentine hasn't had a chance to get going yet, but I'm sure once his eyes clear that...
Yeah, well, if you can see from there, Cardo, those eyes are looking very red. There's definitely some discomfort there. He's not having an opportunity to get into this match.
Absolutely right there. Absolutely. And as you can see in the build for this match, you know, Daddy Cool referred to him as Alfred, not as HAV. You know, this is very real for both of these guys. This is the end for a rivalry.
Oh, rubbing the eyes across the ropes.
A highly untechnical maneuver there from Daddy Cool. Audience trying to get HAV back to his feet, trying to pull him back into action.
Valentine bounces off the ropes. This is the swing arm. It's another clothesline. Valentine from behind. Oh no! Another takedown.
Valentine's eyes seem to be clearing in the corner. Daddy Cool wasn't expecting that at all. Valentine staggering back to his feet now. And could this be the opportunity he's been waiting for? Could this be the chance? Punch Daddy Cool. Is this the chance of Valentine to take it up? I tell you, Dion, Valentine's nowhere near as cool about it as Daddy Cool is. No pun intended, of course. He's on the top rope now.
Hung up in the tree of woe, if you will.
Absolutely, Valentine isn't down. What's he planning to do here? Valentine flips up.
Oh!
Right to Daddy Cool's sternum.
There's no need for Valentine to be doing that sort of thing, tying the man up on the ropes. I mean, he's defenseless up there.
You can see the Daddy Cool's head is turning purplish as his little blood runs to it. And Valentine literally hoisting him back into position. Backdrops him into... Two count from that no double bomb attempt there.
It's a long 2 count.
Valentine back to his feet. That no double bomb we've seen him use many times before. Coming off the ropes now. Look at the speed of Alfred coming off those ropes there, Dion.
Yeah, these two have got two very contrasting styles. Cool was always the power man, the man that would really pound the opponent down, where Valentine would finish them off with the wrist holds,
That's absolutely the reason why they made such a great tag team in IPW history. The two had such complementing styles. And Valentine coming through, going to whip an arm. Valentine scaling up the ropes, holding Daddy Cool's arm. That top rope springboard face crusher.
Yeah, he didn't get all of it. He didn't get all of it, Carter, but it was enough to drive Cool's head into the mat there.
Well, that's the ultimate natural conclusion to the X Factor, that sit-out base crusher coming off the top rope. Valentine pacing around the ring now. Be careful what you wish for. It may come true.
Valentine can't bring this into the ring. This isn't a no disqualification match.
Daddy Cool, waking up now, just in time to see what he's got in the store. And Daddy Cool was playing possum the whole time. And now Valentine came back to the ring and get a boot right across the side of the face. Daddy Cool now has the table in the ring. Claiming an injury to his temple. Using the table to his advantage, sizing up, and that is, it's wood, there's no other way to put it. Daddy Cool now has in a scoop slam position. Slams him down on the table.
Well, how ironic is that, Cardno? 2 count. Oh.
One shoulder on the table, one shoulder on the canvas. Daddy Cool goes for the pin there.
That's ironic. If Valentine wants to bring the table into the ring, then I've got no sympathy for him if it's used against him. Cool needs to keep his cool here if he wants to take this one out. He looks like he's getting frustrated with that last 2 count.
Daddy Cool now has him standing, going for the roller fatty leg drop perhaps.
Oh!
Drops him on the edge of that table with the roller fatty.
That's going to be a Cardno 2 and...
Valentine out. Valentine. Cool looks surprised, kicking out of Cool's finishing move on the table, but of course Valentine has him so well sized.
Well, it's a real gut check. It comes down to who wants it the most right now.
Absolutely, Dion, that's the best way you can put it. It's an absolute gut check. It's a matter of who has the fire, who wants it the most. Daddy Cool signaling for his D-bomb finisher. And now if he does land this could be the end of it.
No doubt about it. If he lands this, it's going to be all over.
Hoisting up into position. Valentine in position.
Oh, there we go!
Lands the D-bomb. And that's, if Cool goes to the cover, this will definitely be it. But Cool...
Wait a second.
Could the anger, could the feud finally have an effect on Daddy Cool? He's claiming it's personal, he's going to set the table up.
This is what I'm talking about. This is why this match is so dangerous. They're not thinking with clear heads. All they want to do is hurt each other. This is going to get very nasty very quickly.
Absolutely. And this is, for Daddy Cool, for both of them, this is personal. They want to kind of put the other person through as much pain as possible, and that's why Daddy Cool has a table set up.
After that roll of fatty and that D-bomb, Valentine's just not with it. He's trying to fight here, that's pure reaction.
Valentine's struggling out of it.
Wait a second.
Reversal move, he has Daddy Cool up in the D-bomb hold. Drops the D-bomb on Daddy Cool. Once again, both men are down.
Just when you think you've got him on the ropes, he turns around with a move like that. Now both men are out. Don't tell me this is going to end in a double count, I can't know.
Reversing the move there. Reversing, using Danny Cool's own finishing move on him. And the table is still in play in the ring. Count up to 8 from referee Leighton Cox there, but now Danny Cool back on his feet.
Who wants it the most, can't know. That's what it's going to come down to. Oh, again, both men are seriously hurt here.
Danny Cool clutching the back of his neck, relanding that D-bomb. Alfred's been thrown around like a rag doll in this match. Ducks under, spinning back fist, that Bill Killer down. Now Valentine can capitalise.
Yeah, that's an illegal manoeuvre. That's a close fist to the head. That should be an automatic disqualification.
Obviously, it's personal for how Alfred and Valentine too.
Oh, wait.
First Danny Cool, what's Alfred planning here? First Danny Cool lands with a D-bomb, then goes to the table, doesn't bother pinning him, he could have won. Now Alfred got the Bill Killer, and now he's looking to make it personal on Danny Cool. Is this a mistake?
Well, I think it is a mistake. He could have put Cool away then. No, wait a second. There's no need for this, Carlo.
Alfred Valentine sizing on Danny Cool. Danny Cool had the D-bomb landed on him. He had his own finish of the D-bomb. He had Alfred's finish of the Bill Killer. And now Valentine's hitting the top rope.
Look, he could have had the victory by now. Danny Cool, thanks to that illegal manoeuvre, is out cold. Oh my God, Carlo, we're going to see the 450.
Oh! Lands with knees, Danny Cool down. That move, out of nowhere, Valentine landed it. Danny Cool down.
Those knees went straight into the ribs of Danny Cool. Wouldn't surprise me if Cool's got a couple of broken ribs right now.
Danny Cool down, Valentine down. That was the move he was looking to put it away. But Danny Cool's already down.
Cool is out cold.
All Valentine has to do is go for the pin. He's already done 1,450 through the table. He's going to do it again. Cool is down out in the corner. Valentine setting him up. This is the months of rivalry come to a head, and this is Valentine taking out his punishment on Danny Cool.
I can't believe Valentine's got enough energy for this. It's really saying
Valentine springing toward the
wait
top
a second,
of his
wait a second.
Alfred's 450 splash, finishing it with a moonsault from the top rope through the table to end the rivalry.
In all my years of following this sport, I've never seen anything like that. That table absolutely shattered. Both of these guys are broken men.
Introducing first, from a little yam farm just outside of Gore, weighing in at the GST inflated price of $8.47 a kilo, Sam
Of course, we've had Luke Joshua in the gauntlet. Luke Joshua has come out for his match. The Yam was in the gauntlet, now it's time for the Yam to have his singles match.
I don't know if I can take much more of these guys. Somebody take me, please.
And the Yam now in the ring, and the card doesn't say he's allowed to wrestle a ring, but he wouldn't understand it even if it did, so.
And his opponent making his IPW debut from the great city of North Shore, Auckland, weighing in at 75 kilograms, this is Ricky D.
you against them, the Yam. Ricky Devine looking to prove himself in the ring against the Yam. Already we can see that Ricky Devine was right off the bat there, Dion, quite cocky.
Yeah, well, you know, whatever gets you to climb the ranks here in IPW, and Ricky Devine starting off with the Yam in his first match for IPW. I'll be interested to see how this kid goes.
Absolutely right. Ricky Devine, of course, with him has an amateur wrestling background. You know, he's got the technical skills, and he's sizing up. And he couldn't choose a better opponent than the Yam, of course, because the Yam... Ladies and gentlemen, don't get any ideas from the Yam eliminating the Economist before. He doesn't tend to win these things.
Well, Yam is an experienced competitor, but like you said, his win-loss column's looking a bit one-sided with the L and a very stiff kick to the back.
Flipping the Yam down there, rolling him through after that arm edge. Ricky Devine.
Let me ask you something, Cardno. Do you think the Yam comes into these matches with any sort of a game plan?
I don't think that the Yam came into this world with any sort of a game plan, Dion. The Yam reversing there, taking Dickie Refine and Ricky Devine, down. Spins through. The Yam showing reflecting some technical ability there too with that 5 million carries takedown. Ricky looks like he's got no time for the Yam's antics.
Divinely, he might be a new guy, but this is a very veteran move here, taking outside to clear his head before heading back in.
Very, very cocky youngster is Divine, coming back in the ring now.
Let me ask you, Cardno, who do you think Light Play's mystery partner is going to be?
I've got no idea. I mean, who haven't we seen wrestle? I've got no idea. Maybe Ransom. Starting up the Yam Chum corner. Dion, who do you think the Light Play's mystery tag team partner could be?
I've got a few ideas who it'll be, but I don't want to let the cat out of the bag just yet. I might tell you a little later.
Divine hasn't hooked up.
Oh, nice suplex there by Ricky.
Divine with a modified version of a chicken wing hold there. That half Nelson and also putting the front arm around his head, blocking off that carotid artery.
It's very similar to a judo choke there that Divine was using. I don't know what his background is, but it looks like he's very well versed in amateur wrestling at the very least.
Yam slam there. Yam measuring up. There's that big drop. 2 count there. Well, do you want to get that list ready? Because we have next the main event. We have Light Player and the mystery tag team partner versus the Extreme Superstars. And of course, off the ropes. 2 count there. Of course, Dion, the seeds have been sown tonight for the rematch, David Luxio versus Light Player. These two will be in the main event tonight. We'll be really interested to see how that plays out. Comes off the ropes. Divine making a serious miscalculation there, going out over the top rope. There's what do you call that, a low crossbody block? A sliding crossbody?
Well, you know, I guess the one good thing about the Yam, he doesn't have a brain, so he clearly doesn't mind getting hurt. He doesn't even think about the consequences. It can work for his advantage.
Don't confuse him, he'll wonder why you're calling him by another name. Punches to the midsection now. Divine will spin, reversal. Divine comes off the post. Yam in, and sliding out the other side again. And now Divine's down on the floor at ringside.
Why does this guy need to wear a mask? I mean, how ugly can he be, really?
Yam on the top rope now. We've seen this move before, unfortunately. Second rope a little bit too scary for him, coming down the first rope. That drop kick off of the first rope.
Wait a second. We've seen this move before too. The yam off the rope. Another rope. Oh, and Divine catches him. Oh!
Divine chokeslams him down. He had no time. Normally the yam completes a good 6-7 laps in the ring before he realised what he's supposed to be doing.
Divine, he's obviously done his homework. Really working around that rear hamstring now.
That half Boston crab. Divine trying to make the yam tap, of course, and the yam gives up, hits the canvas, and the match will go straight to Divine with the yam struggling towards the rope. He has the rope, he has to break the hold. Divine seems frustrated in extremis by the yam. And once again, doing no brain, no pain, so the yam at any stage into the corner.
Working around that midsection, a series of kicks. Oh, the yam found that one.
Divine from corner to corner. Almost a variation of the Shining Wizard, a knee right there into the yam's, I believe we'll call it a head. And now the yam is down. The yam rolls out with a cocky cover. You can't hope to get a cover that way. You've got to cinch in the leg, put the extra pressure into it, keep the shoulders on the canvas from 3 count. You don't want that, trust me. Now Divine picking Yam up one more time. Punching the Yam in the head might not be the best way to get the damage done, but that DDT, man, that'll do it to him.
I don't care what vegetable you are. Potato. Oh, wait a second.
Reversal of pinfalls there, just trading off pins. Yeah, waiting for Divine to get up.
Oh!
Drop kick right on the ropes there.
And Divine had nowhere to go. It was trapped between the Yam's feet and the ropes.
Now Divine staggering to his feet. Once again in the midsection, once again taking him down. Yam holding onto his tights, making sure he can't go anywhere. Putting it back into the ring now. Divine armbar again. Heart punch. Reverse.
Oh!
Reverse that hard punch with that.
Very impressive move there by Divine.
That diamond cutter, the ace crusher, whatever you want to call it. Divine landing at the top rope now. Frog splash right in the middle of the ring. The Yam is down.
Oh, not over.
Here's your winner, Richie Divine.
Divine demanding the referee checks raise his arm.
You know, I'm impressed with this kid. He's obviously got a good attitude. He doesn't have a problem taking Yam apart. You've got to be ruthless if you want to get anywhere like you don't.
Well, to be fair, and Divine will know it's been the right time to cut his losses. Quite Kenny Rogers, you've got to know when to hold him. You've got to know when to fold, you've got to know when to walk away, and Divine will knows that. Joshua in the ring now, and these two have had a hell of a long night down.
So definitely a long night. I've seen enough for Yam myself.
Scheduled for one fall with a 30-minute time limit. Introducing first, representing the Extreme Superstars, both hailing from Auckland's University. will only have a total combined weight of 182 kilograms. Double D, Davey Northfield, and Jordan Invincible.
And of course, there are these two, they went backstage during HOV versus Danny Cool, they were sick backstage. Which didn't make a difference to Danny Cool. Danny Cool was not losing. But was this the best thing that could happen to them? You know, they had a chance to rest. First time he's wrestled since becoming the IPW champion. The question you've got to ask, Dion, is right player, no way would have had the experience that these two have had tag team together.
Well, we're about to find out, I guess, Carter.
And their opponents, introducing first from North Shore City, weighing in at 77 kilograms, here's the new IPW champion, light player, Roger Ventura!
Okay, for those of you who don't know, on May 15th, I beat that pineapple-shaped gentleman for this belt right here. So, I'm sitting at home, right? I'm maxing and relaxing with my lady. You know, IPW management ring me. They're like, hey, lad player, you fighting at Unfinished Business against XS. You fighting Jordan Invincible and Double D. I'm like, well, damn. So I'm sitting there, right, I'm thinking, who the hell would book a match 2-on-1? So I want a partner. You know, who's gonna help me beat Malibu Barbie and Ken? So pick this. Right, I jump in the honey wagon, right? So I'm driving along to the ghetto. And I try to find me the most hippest, the most downest, the most... Wait, hold on, ladies and gentlemen. Give Malibu a chance.
Machine, of course, has been away in the US fighting for AWI.
Just a second, excuse me, Dave, to answer your question, yeah, it is.
Machine back from AWI Wrestling in America. Two champions, Dion. We've got the IPW champion. We have the WCWA South Pacific. And this is the kind of matchup that Deluxio and Invincible were not expecting. Clearly they were expecting that Machine was still fulfilling his contractual obligations in America.
This is ridiculous. They didn't have any time for the fans. Machine and Deluxio straight up the Machine.
Machine.
Story of rivalry.
Machine been out of action ever since XS crippled Machine the Belgian arm again with the baseball bat. He's been out for 2 months. He was recouping, went over to America. He's been fighting on cards with Craig the Hammer Valentine and other WWF talent. And now you've got Machine just taking out months of anger.
Oh, Machine again, straight into Deluxio. He wants revenge.
And don't forget, Dion, that Deluxio won the title from the Machine. in this very building, and this is short of throwing excesses plans.
Oh, I tell you what, they would not have been expecting the Machine. They would have expected anyone but. We didn't expect the Machine back in IPW after one excess stand, but
Machine only arriving back in the country last night, and the match has begun. And our player, the IPW champion, decides to have Jordan invincible. So you've got the power of two champions here.
referee Leighton Cox is going to have a big problem trying to keep control of this match. These four are just going to go at it.
Absolutely, and just trawling back through IPW history, McCracken, the Machine, of course, once, a long time ago, tagged up with Crash, one of IPW's best cruiserweights we've ever seen. He's used to the style, used to working with someone lighter. Player floating over there with the headlock. Invincible kip up back to his feet.
I'm going to be interested to see how well Light Player and the Machine can work together as a tag team. Like you said, these Machines just come back into the country recently. These two wouldn't have had much time to formulate a game plan against these two.
Certainly, Dion, but you see those belts, you know why they have them. They have them because they're both winners. They both know how to wrestle. They're both two of the best wrestlers in Australasia. Jordan's gangling the leg, finding a rope there. And this is interesting. And of course, Dion, these two, Light Player in the ring, David Deluxe standing outside, they will go to a rematch. Another match for the IPW title. Whip off the ropes, comes through.
And a big backdrop on Jordan's flexible now, laying the moves into Light Player.
And now Deluxio tagging in.
Here comes your new #1 contender, Carlo.
These two met at Genesis.
Oh!
And Deluxio has a lot of anger to take out on Light Player. Deluxio believes that belt is his, Dion.
Well, I believe that belt should be Deluxio's as well. I mean, he would have been looking at this moment for several weeks. Finally getting his hands on Light Player.
Light Player, rising tree with a drop kick. Now going to it, stomping down Deluxio in the corner. And referee Leighton Cox is doing his best to keep a semblance of order in this match. There's a lot of rivalries, a lot of hatred going on in this match. It's a wrong corner for Deluxio to be sent into. These two chew the fight in Wellington Army. These two fought in this very arena.
Deluxio and Jordan Vince will need to slow things down here. Machine's been chomping at the bit to get back in the ring against these guys. They really need to neutralize them and do it fast.
These two, of course, were both having the bloodiest match. I believe I can say this in all fairness, these two who are wrestling now, Machine and Double E, had the bloodiest match in the history of Australasia.
Yeah, these two just plain don't like each other. The rivalry once again sparked up at Armageddon this year.
XS crippling the Machine in Wellington. He's been out of action, like we said.
Wait a second.
And now they're coming a little bit too close. Machine down outside the ring. Machine down and out. Now Deluxio.
He nailed him right in the forehead there.
These two superstars measuring. Player willing the Machine to get back to his feet.
Player can't get the tag from up there. The Machine, I think he might be out cold right in front of us.
Machine lying on the ground, beaten and bloodied. Deluxio now trying to lift him back to his feet and bring him back in the ring.
Series of right hands, right to the head.
And Deluxio's opened up and cuffing the Machine's head. Machine's bleeding, and now Player's just willing that Machine can get back in the ring and make the tag.
Yeah, the Machine, he's bleeding from that forehead with that vicious shot with that baseball bat, barbed wire covered. He's just going to slice you open. Oh!
Deluxio landed the ultimate 2002 over the top rope. You can see the blood. Machine down the ring, Light Player down the outside. And you can really see the skills that it took to get Deluxio to the top here.
Well, it looks to me like the machine might have come back too early. XS opening him up like a can of tuna. Oh!
Reversing the whip. Machine through with the kick to the midsection. Elevator suplex. Look at the strength of the machine.
The blood will be flowing to the head of Deluxio now.
Machine pinning with a bloody forehead. Jordan Invincible to break the pinfall. You can see the machine's blood like war paint on Deluxio. And now Dion, of course, in this match, there are 3. Well, there's 1 champion and 2 former APW champions. Machine, the first ever APW champion. Deluxio won the belt off him. Great player won the belt off Deluxio.
Yeah, there's a lot of history in that ring right now, a lot of hatred. A big slam here by Machine. Oh, he makes it tag. Light player in the ring, heading to the top. Can we see? Oh, big splash of Deluxio. Look out! The #1 contender just kicks out at 2.
Light player winning, of course, with the senton bomb off the top rope. David Deluxio, no stranger to the count there. David Deluxio, no stranger to the machine's finishing move, the machine head.
Big forearm shot right there, another one follows up right across the jaw.
Kick to the midsection. Player takes Deluxio down to DDT.
Now that will give you a negative attitude right there. 2 count in.
Light player pins Davey for just 2 count there. And you can see the blood from Machine's head has just gone everywhere in the ring. On Deluxio, on player. Whip through. Flying uses a takedown. Kick up by Light player. Light player over. Picking Deluxio up. Scoop slam. Goes to the pinfall. 1, 2. 2 count there. Champion on former champion.
You know, I got to take exception to something I heard Light Player saying in the background. And backstage, he didn't call it the IPW Championship. He called it his bling bling. What's that all about?
Sure, there's some spine busted down. Just caught a bit of dead double on the way down. It is Light Player's bling, you know. Every champion holds the belt in a different way. Rolling player back to the swing.
Deluxio's so close to being able to make the tag here. Just needs to reach up. You can realise where he is.
Both struggling back to their feet now. Deluxio up first. Hopping right to the head.
Oh!
And different champions carry their belts in different ways. A flurry of punches is just breaking down an absolute street fight now. Strings up in the corner now. Fighting out of it, showing the resilience and skill that made him the champion. Pushing down players down the top rope.
This is where player is so dangerous on the top rope. Oh, he missed it!
Missing. Deluxio rolling out of the way at the last minute. Deluxio has been doing his homework since Genesis. Clearly now he's dragging player over the corner, making a tag to Jordan Invincible. Jordan sizing him up now.
XS need to slow things down now, cut that ring off, work on Light Player. Machine, he's chomping at the bit to get back in there.
2 count there. It's an interesting example of contrasting styles, Dion. You've got, when you're wrestling Light Player, they have the strength advantage.
Double underhook rolling through into a submission move. Very impressive move by Invincible.
Absolutely. Hyperextending just the shoulder blades there, bringing so much pressure. Foot up the ropes, rolls through. Holding the double underhook move now, has him on his front.
Yeah, Invincible holding on. Restricting the airflow. There's nothing worse than having your head forced into the mat there. Not a pleasant place to be.
Changing into an armbar now. And it's been a while since Invincible's been in my IPW ring, Dion. Trying to dislocate that shoulder, they're trying to pump it out of its socket. and going straight back to this double underhook. Invincible bridging through now, putting even more pressure. Referee Leighton Cox spotting Invincible's feet on the second right.
Player taking a beating here. He's the IPW champion. Let's see how resilient he is. Can he come back from this?
Comes down, Ocean Cyclone suplex again, rolls through. And you can see with the speed and smarts of play, this is why he's an IPW champion.
Wise move by Invincible. He knows exactly where he is in that ring. Stopping the left, getting the tag.
Exaguri, standing Exaguri, player now struggling to get to Machine.
Oh, Player makes the hot tag. The Machine back in. HS did not need this.
Machine, a bloody mess, back in the ring now. Inverted choke slam there. Driving Invincible down. Machine, the lessons he's been learning in Australia, the lessons he's been learning in America.
Sets up to the Machine head. Invincible is strong.
Machine can take finishing moves. He is around the floor. Machine now going if he can make the pinfall. And Deluxio looks worried. Machine taking to the outside now, but he chose the wrong place to go, right outside Deluxio's corner. Deluxio, both Extreme Superstars now going to work on the Machine. Machine's still bleeding. Invincible coming back now, kicking Machine in the back. Coming down, kicking in the back of the head.
That's a very smart move by Player. See if when he came through, he split his legs. He needs to take out both exits, guys.
Actually, the suicide dive there over the top rope. Now all four men down on the outside. Referee Leighton Cox trying to return, restore some order to the ring.
Well, what do you do here if you're referee Leighton Cox? All four men laid out cold. He knows
Player to his feet, Deluxio to his feet. Now I'm seeing also struggling, Invincible struggling to his feet. All hell's broken loose, Machine powering through there. Player, and Machine's just laying down some pain on Deluxio on the outside. There's nothing pretty about this is just sheer brutal violence.
Wait a minute. Wait a second. What's Player doing?
Player off the top rope. You can see why they call him the Little Flying Fury, Dion. For me, and once again down the outside, Machine coming up now, taking Player into the ring. Jordan Invincible making no friends now. Player came back to his corner.
Yeah,
Machine onto the floor, elbow right there. Player's back in his corner. Machine's on his feet. Both members of Extreme Superstars are down. Machine just needs to roll. One of the exists in the ring. There's Deluxio going in. He can go for the pinfall. Machine now coming into the ring, looking staggered. Going for a pinfall on Deluxio. Deluxio just eking out at 2 99/100ths, and now Machine clubbing Deluxio in the back of the head.
Oh, a nice takedown there, Deluxio. Oh, a series of right hands again to Machine's forehead. Machine already busted open. He's lost a lot of blood already.
Deluxio signaling this with open hand strikes, clubbing down on the injured head of Machine. And Deluxio now just Leighton Cox taken away now. Those were closed fists are illegal, and now Deluxio picking up. Could he be looking for the Ultima? Deluxio has been using that finishing move for well over a year, 18 months now. He knows the intricacies of a down pad. He won the title himself by using that move onto a bed of thumbtacks in this arena.
Deluxio's in trouble! Oh!
Davey continued to go for the hangman's neck breaker there, reversed into a variation of the Alabama slam.
Both of these guys need to make the tag right now. Whoever makes the tag first could be the winner on this one. Referee's going up to 5. Who's going to make the tag first? Deluxio. No, they both make the tag. Oh, dropped it by Flair.
In the ring now. Right player with missile drop kicks on both men. Crossbody to the ring DDT. Machines right over the outside. Players here, scoop slam. Take down in the middle of the ring. Machine is actually pushing on the outside, Dion.
David needs to come in and help Jordan. He's tied up with the machine. Oh, man, the center. That could be it.
Right now. One player on the machine left.
The machine and one player. Good job.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, the Machine, returning after a season in America, and the white player, Roger Ventura. But Dion, this rivalry is only just beginning. The player has to defend his belt.
Absolutely.
The player will be defending their belt against Deluxio in the future.
It's a common saying, these guys might have won the battle, but I don't know if they're going to win the war. IBW rival turf next month. It's going to be very interesting, Carno.
And Dion, next month, will both of these belts be on the line? Will 2 titles be on the line to be defended in Auckland at whichever the tournament?
Well, I damn well hope so.
Ladies and gentlemen, 2 champions exiting the ring. Your winners, white player Roger Ventura and the Machine. But the question that remains. The question that remains is what's going to happen when Deluxio finally gets his chance to get a shot, the shot he earned tonight at Ventura.